The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 99.9 The Fan. We are now joined by the leading returning rebounder and blocks guy for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, Efton Reid. Efton, we're going to start a little different here. So I was on your Instagram talking about your McDonald's order.
Yeah.
We were just talking. So I'm assuming that was some kind of NIL deal.
Yeah, it was.
We were just talking with your head coach. Did you know he used to work at McDonald's?
No, I did not. That's crazy.
He claims to be, or he didn't claim to, but he said he's probably the only coach that has both worked at McDonald's and signed a McDonald's All-American. And I guess we should have brought up you because you're doing some work with McDonald's and also a former 5-star. So you guys have some connections there.
Exactly.
Which is part of this whole relationship building deal. Looking up your history, first time since your sophomore and junior year of high school, I believe that you're at the same school 2 consecutive years.
Exactly. Yep.
I'll ask this question 2 times. The first one from a relationship standpoint, what does that do for you with your coaches and your teammates?
I mean, the reason why I transferred 2 times, I mean, my coach got fired at LSU and then at Gonzaga. I mean, I loved it out there, but my mom needed some help, medically, so I transferred back. And I mean, the process, Forbes was really, not one of the older coaches, but I felt like he was being real and genuine with me. And he, I explained to him my situation and, he said, we're going to take you with the waiver or without the waiver. So, I mean, I'm just so blessed he gave me this opportunity. I'm grateful, honestly, because he knew what I was going through and, I need to get back to Richmond when I need to. And he let me do that. So, I mean, that's why I came here. It wasn't really the basketball piece with Forbes, about the relationship piece and about the family aspect. And that's really why I came to Wake Forest, because it was just a family aspect and a family feel in the environment. And I'm used to that. I'm a big family guy with my family. So I just clicked right in with Forbes when I visit and stuff. So,
and then the second way I'm going to ask that question is the basketball, which is you brought up the waiver. Last year, you weren't even sure if you were going to play. Then you weren't playing. Then you were playing. Then it was touch and go.
Yeah, it was.
So this year, basketball-wise, a normal offseason, a normal season, the same system. What does that do for unlocking your talent?
I mean, it does everything for me. I mean, I'm comfortable with the system. I know, the schemes. I know the plays. And I know everything. I know how we play. I know we like to get up and down. So, I mean, it just helps me tremendously with my process and my improvement and just going to, unlock my game even more to the next level. So, yeah.
We're talking with Wake Forest 7-footer Efton Reid. Looking at your stats last year, the points, rebounds, assists, those are all great. There was one that maybe added up a little too much, fouls.
Forbes are talking about that a lot.
Okay. Is that something you can work on? Or back in the, I don't know, the Roy Hibbert verticality thing? Like, are you doing drills? What's the move?
I mean, basically it's just me being smarter and me being, knowing where I'm at on the floor and then, saving these guys, protecting the rim. That's my job. So I really don't look at it as a negative for me, but I do feel like it's an area I need to improve on, which I have been working on in practice and stuff. So, I mean, I'm ready this year. So that's my job to protect the rim. So, I mean, sometimes the calls are questionable, but hey, it's my job. That's what I signed up for. So
how tempting is it as a 7-footer athletic to, like, I would want to put every shot 6 rows into the stands.
Exactly.
And I want a volleyball spike
exactly.
But how do you not maybe follow through with the full swing?
You got to be patient, man. You got to be patient, and you got to know your personnel, and you got to know time to score too as well. So, I mean, if it's the game's close and, you go up vertical and you alter a shot, I mean, not blocking shots, not only blocking, it's altering shots at the rim too as well. So, I mean, that's much as a win if I'm blocking a shot or if I alter the shot in the game. So, I mean, I count that as a win too. So.
We were looking at the stats. We were talking about this with your coach as well. Home versus road. And it's last year, 17 wins at home, 21 overall. But it goes back even prior to your time at Wake Forest. How do you make sure your game goes on the road a little bit better as a team?
I mean, in the SEC, the road is crazy. So, I mean, that's really prepared me for the ACC road. So, I mean, ain't nothing like the SEC road. It's crazy. It's unreal.
What do you mean by that? Like environment?
Yeah, the environment is crazy. So, I mean, playing like that in my freshman year, I'm prepared for anything. So when I go on the road, I just tell the guys to lock in and, we'll beat of course, everybody's against us. It's a away game. So I think it's more mentally than physical.
You comparing the SEC to the ACC is going to perk up some ears here. How is the road in the SEC, different, harder, whatever it is than the ACC?
Yeah, I mean, I was a freshman, so I didn't really know what to expect. I was a freshman, So, I mean, I'm playing on the road. You playing out in sold out crowd, you're like, whoa, this is different than high school. High school you might have a couple thousand, but on the road it's what, 19, 20?
Packed arena,
Exactly. So it's way different. I mean, it's the same way in the ACC. I mean, ACC is packed too. So I mean, when you look around the crowd, like, wow, there's really a lot of people in here. But as a freshman, it prepared me for, what I've gone through and what I played through on the road. So, I mean, that's what it is.
Efton Reid, senior big man for Wake Forest, connecting with us here at ACC Tip-Off in Charlotte. 3 guys here for your team. It's you, Hunter Salas, Cameron Hildreth.
Yep.
We've talked about you 3 with Coach Forbes.
Yeah.
What about Parker Friedrichsen?
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing him as the kind of, all the Wake Forest previews. It's this big 3 and then potential breakout in Parker.
Yeah.
What about his game are we excited to see this year?
He can shoot the heck out of the ball. Like, it's almost crazy. I mean, he'd be going 50% in practice from threes, and it's all contested too. So it's insane, and I'm excited to see his growth. I mean, from last year, this year, he's gained some weight. He's smarter. He has more IQ, and he can shoot the piss out the ball. And he can also, defend too, so as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing his improvement on the court.
The other thing that I noticed when I was looking up the roster is yourself, along with Hunter Salas and Omaha Blue.
Yeah.
Are 3 former 5-star recruits coming out of high school.
Yeah.
Prior to you 3 arriving on campus, there had been 3 5-star high school recruits in Wake Forest history.
Wow.
That's Al-Farouq Aminu, who Wake Forest fans know, Chris Paul, who everybody knows, and Jalen Horde, who's another one that Wake Forest fans will know. Why is Wake suddenly the choice for all of these massive high school recruits when they are looking for their next second or third go in the transfer portal?
I mean, they be calling Forbes the portal whisperer. I mean, I guess that's what he is. I mean, he's all about family. He has a certain standard to his life, and I mean, everybody likes that about him. How he's so outgoing, so direct. Because a lot of people out here are not direct, and Forbes, he's direct, and he'll let you know. So the same thing I saw on the visit, the same thing is in practice and when I'm around him and stuff. So I mean, we're making history, and it's time.
Do you sense the talent level? Because you're an IMG guy. You played your last year of high school at IMG, which is always every sport's going to be loaded with talent. LSU, I think it was the 7th or 8th highest ranked recruiting class in the country that you were a part of. Now you're here with these other big high school recruits. Can you tell it's a lot of those stars, it's the measurables. It's height, weight, strength, shooting. Do you notice a jump up in kind of talent, Wake?
I mean, from last year, we're more athletic, we're more longer, and we both we're more, we go harder. We have a bigger motor. So I mean, that's going to help us a lot too. But at the end of the day, it's about Forbes teaching us the fundamentals and the game plan, and that's going to help us boost up the game plan. So of course it helps. Of course.
There it is. Efton Reid, we'll leave it with that. Appreciate you for taking the time. Good luck this season.
Thank you.